gonna $15.35, $40 $5. I'm gonna $15.35, $5. Auctioneering is an exciting and interesting skill. Auctioneering is a way to sell goods and products to consumers. Auctioneering is being able to talk really fast and inherit number figures into your speaking. Auctioneering originated around 2,000 years ago and has greatly grown in population ever since auctioneering started by the ancient Greeks. Auctioneering sells everything from livestock to pottery, from cars and kitchen utensils. Auctioneering helps the world's auction markets. Auction is an important skill because it is beneficial to the auction business, exciting to learn, and the history is interesting. First, auctioneering is one of the most interesting skills because of its history. The ancient Greeks, around 500 BC, according to auctioneers.org, were the first to start auctioneering by selling goods and products instead of bartering. Around the 1600s, the Pilgrims brought auctioneering to America. They started selling fruits and vegetables to nearby neighboring cities or to the Indians. Auctioneer school started in the 1900s during the Great Depression. The need to liquidate assets was increased the amount of auctioneers that had to be in the market. The high need of auctioneers called for schools. The first school started in the 1920s in Charleston, Virginia. Now that I've discussed the history of auctioneering, I will now discuss the importance of auctioneering. Auctioneers help set markets. Markets from livestock to poultry, corn markets, grains, hay prices, and anything that you can sell. Auctioneers set standards. Standard prices like the price of corn from selling it at markets or when you go and sell hay at auctions. It also is important for the cattle markets. Cattle markets are done by sale barns. Sale barns increase the price of money in the system of cattle. The more cattle sold at auction, the higher the price of beef is. And auctioneers are important for increasing the amount of revenue in the system. Auctioneer isn't only good for the buyer, but for the seller. Sellers, it helps improve the price of their good by describing how good the auctioneer is, according to Raleigh Auctions. Auctioneers also help the seller by acquiring more money for their good or product. Auction also helps the buyer by letting the buyer know what they're buying and the quantity they're buying them in. If, say, you sell 500 head of Charolais cows at an auction barn, the auctioneer is important to the buyer and the seller to make sure they bring the amount of money that they're supposed to and that the buyer knows what they're buying according to the weight, quantity, and quality of the animal. Now let me demonstrate how to auctioneer. Auctioneering starts, there's 3 simple steps. First, auctioneering, you can say dollar and now. Let me demonstrate. You can go from 1 to 10. $1 now, $2 now, $2 now, $3 now, $3 now, $4 now, $4 now, $5. Out $5 now, $6 now, $7 now, $6 now, $7 now, $7 now, $8 now, $8 now, $9 now, $10 where? That is the basic step according to world champion auctioneer Matt Lowry. Next, you can incorporate words into your auctioneering like bidder or anything with a B to help improve lip function. Oh, $1 bidder now, $2 now, $3 now, $4 $5 $40 $15 $30. Yeah, I'm gonna put some $4 $5 here, bidder now, $4. The increased amount of words and phrases into your auction speak, your chant as they call it, helps grab the audience's attention to increase the product's price. The final step is if you're selling dollar figures, you can use dollar, down, and now. Oh, $1 dinner down, $2 down, $3 dinner down, $4 down, $4 dinner down, $5. $1 dinner down, $2. It's all about dollar and now. Another way to increase your lip function is by using bitter. And go, Betty butter bought some butter because her butter was bitter. Betty butter bought some butter. Auctioneering is an important skill because it's beneficial to the auction business, exciting to learn, and is interesting history. In conclusion, auctioneering is important and fatal to the economy. It is interesting because of its history, very important to the consumer and seller, and is an important skill to learn. Oh, I'm doing 30 here, 45, 50 down, $5, I'm looking 35, $40 down, $5. I sold them to you.
$4.50.